try to come in the best shape I could be. One being that we didn't have really much to time with the team together, so I knew coming in we'd have to get the ball rolling because we had no OTA. So, and I also knew I had to know the playbook and all that stuff.
Thanks, Steve.
All right. Next up is Rick Stroud.
Hey, Vita, we hadn't had a chance to talk to you since you injured your hand. Just sort of, if you can take us through what happened there and how you've been able to adjust with the club. I guess it's not going to be on for the regular season, which is the good news.
It hasn't been. My hand feels good right now. As far as the club, it's been an adjustment, but it should be off soon. So that should be going back to normal pretty soon. But yeah, it's just been an adjustment playing with the club. Obviously, because you don't have both hands to play with. So yeah.
How'd you hurt it?
I heard it during training.
Yep.
And then yeah.
Let me ask you. Everybody has seen the growth that you've had as a player, and is the next level for you the pass rush? And what specifically are you doing to sort of improve that part of your game?
I think the first step is starts in the film room, and looking and watching film and seeing what's available and what moves I can do and learning from other people, and then watching film on the opponents and seeing how they pass, and also just taking coaching from the coaches and working on what they tell me to work on. And yeah.
Thanks, Felix.
Yep.
Okay. Next is going to be Luke Easterling.
Vita, you guys had the best rushing defense in the NFL last year, and you've got the entire front coming back, even some of the depth guys. How much does it mean to have that same unit coming back together, and especially in an offseason where you guys didn't get to have the OTAs and the mini camps? How important is it to have the same coaching staff, the same playbook, like you said? How much more confident does that make you coming into this season?
I don't think it makes us confident. I think it makes our job harder. I think because now we have that target on our back now that because we were the number one in rush defense last year. But I think we just got to take a step forward and working each day by day. So I think it's probably going to be harder for us. But I guess it does mean a lot that we have the same coaching staff. We know the playbook better, and that we still have the same guys around us. So that chemistry is there for sure with us, and with our coaches and with the players. So I think we all feel comfortable and coming back and getting the ball rolling.
And obviously, you guys won't have preseason games, but how much does it help you guys to continue to go against one of the best offenses in the NFL every day in practice?
It's definitely competitive during practice. Some days you may go back and forth. Some days they may have a good day and we might have a bad day, and some days we may have a good day and they may have a bad day. So I think those are the steps we're taking that's helping us improve.
All right. Next is going to be Ed Encina.
Vita, going into the offseason, a big thing was trying to keep the defensive front together, and you guys were able to do that. I mean, what does it say that those guys, guys like JPP and Sue, those guys chose to come back to be a part of this thing again and kind of build on what you guys did last year?
What was that? Sorry.
I said with one of the big focal points in the offseason was keeping the front seven back keeping it together. What does it say about that some of those guys did choose to come back and kind of build on what you guys were doing last year?
I think it's great. I take it as it's not every day that you line up next to a JPP or Ndamukong. So I think for us young guys, I think we got to take advantage of it. Also learning from them, but I think it means a lot that they came back and that we stayed together and definitely had that chemistry within each other. So that's always good.
And Vita, how much does Sue help lining up next to Sue help your game?
It actually helps a lot. It's something hard to describe. It's like sometimes I can ask him out there like, "Oh, lineman did this to me. What should I do?" He could tell he's played so long that he's seen everything. So he could help me right then and there and tell me what to do next time or if it happens again.
Okay. Next, we're going to have Steve Isbitz.
Vita, you played 2/3 of the snaps last year on defense. Are you looking forward to more snaps this year, or is that kind of a comfortable spot for you?
I'm just looking forward to win.
And regarding the Saints, what do the Bucs have to do to get past them? Speaking of winning,
I think we just gotta hone in on our technique. Since we've been here for 3 weeks, we didn't have any OTAs, we didn't have a real camp or preseason. So I think everybody has to hone in on their technique since we're trying to make up for lost time. So I think just, studying the film, watching yourself, and then being your own worst critic about that and, focus on your technique. And I think that's the biggest emphasis for us right now.
All right. Next is going to be Jenna Lane.
Hey, Vita. For a guy like you who is used to lifting and throwing around an insane amount of weight, how challenging was it this off season when you don't necessarily, all the guys in your unit, you don't necessarily have access to the same equipment, or at least early on, because I know the team did send you guys some stuff, but how challenging was that to be able to get in, the right type of strength workouts to help you along and help you grow?
We were all in contact with our strength coach here, Anthony, and he got us set up with the app to help us train. For those who didn't have a weight room set, or he had accommodations for us to still work out and stay in shape. So that definitely helped. So I think that was a big. That was big. That was big for us, and having him.
I'm sorry.
What was that?
I was going to say, sorry. Early on, did you have any challenges with that? Because I don't know how quickly you guys were set up with the app, but were there any challenges early on before you guys got set up, or before some people couldn't right away find a place to work out or anything like that? Did you have any challenges in that area?
I think a lot of the players they have a lot of the players they got together because a lot of players have weight rooms in their garages.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a lot of players got together, and there's also some gyms out here or some training facilities that were still open to us athletes during early on in that time before we had the weight room set with the team and the app. So it wasn't that bad. We were still able to work out. We all still had access to a field to go out there and run and work drills. So it wasn't that bad for us.
We have time for 2 more. We're going to go with Greg Gauman and then Rick Stroud.
Hey, Vita, you've got a former college teammate there on the line with you. I wanted to ask you about Benning and what you think he brings and how he's changed since you played with him in college.
Say it again.
I wanted to ask you about Benning Potoa'e and what you've seen from him, how he's changed since college.
Oh yeah, Benning. Benning's my guy. He's changed a lot. He's grown a lot since college. I think the biggest thing is, I go back to technique for all of us, not only for him, but for all of us. So I think just helping him focus on technique. But, once when you see flashes of him using his technique, and he does really good. So I think that's the biggest thing for him. And, he's changed a lot and grown a lot since college. And, he's gotten a lot stronger since college. So, he's made a big improvement since the last time I played with him.
Okay, and our last question is going to come from Rick Stroud.
You know, we talked to Cam Brate before the start of the training camp. He had gone through a battle with COVID, mild symptoms. Did you have that same situation? Did you experience COVID yourself, and what was that like?
Yeah, I think it wasn't that bad. I had symptoms, but I think the biggest thing was it just felt like a normal flu to me. I know it's different for everybody else out there, but yeah. So it wasn't that bad for me. I didn't have a bad experience with it. I think I had it for symptoms for 3 days and got better.
All right, that's all for today. Thanks, Vito.
Thank you.